Welcome to Sports Chat with Greg and Bryan. Greg,
Bryan,
did you happen to watch any NFL football this past weekend?
I happened to watch quite a bit of NFL football this past weekend.
Yeah, so did I. And we made picks about who we thought was going to win each of the, there are four games,
Yes, we
each of the
did.
four games.
And some of us did very well, and some of us did not so well.
That's open to interpretation.
That's what our channel's about, Bryan, right? Interpreting things, right? So yeah, you want to get to it
Let's
or
get started on this. Let's go through this. We'll go through it with a fine tooth comb. Make sure, please, if you enjoy the video, click the like button. And if you feel so moved, please subscribe. We'd appreciate that very much.
also, give us some comments too.
Yeah,
Thank you.
as long as they're good.
Well, I'll take bad. I'm good with bad. So we're gonna start off with this one right here, Bryan.
Yep.
NFL divisional round stuff.
Yeah.
And well, what some good games there, man. That was a lot of excitement going on there.
Yeah. Okay. So this was the most annoying game of the weekend, right here.
Why?
Well, let's get into it, and I can explain all of this. Right. So Buffalo scores. The Broncos had kicked a field goal. Buffalo scores a touchdown. I thought that Broncos touchdown where they threw the ball to their second year tackle, lined up as a tackle eligible, and that I thought that was just spectacular. What a great call.
It's always great when the big guys get a touchdown, as John Madden would say.
Yeah.
Something along those lines. He probably used different verbiage than I did, but it's awesome. And I don't know why you don't even guard that guy, because you know it's going to him.
Well,
you have to know that he's in there for a reason.
Well, not always, but could you go back just
I
one
could
little
go
bit
back
there?
a little bit, I think.
Okay. The thing about that is, I mean, if you look at this guy, he's like 290 pounds, 300 pounds, and he launched himself into the air to go over the goal line. There isn't a human being on the planet that's going to stop that guy from getting into the end zone.
So I think they're going to use it more in the NFL. That back in our day, Bryan, when we used to watch the Chicago Bears and the Refrigerator Perry,
They didn't throw to Refrigerator Perry.
He just ran.
And he wasn't that good either, because they figured out real fast all you had to do was hit his feet and he would fall down. And so that's what he did. That's what they started doing.
But it
and
was
that's why
great to start, man.
Yeah, it was a biscuit.
William the Refrigerator Perry.
Pounds. Yeah.
So anyway,
all right.
But poor number 39, he's like, oh my gosh, right?
Yeah.
This may not turn out real well for me. So there we go. Get on closer to this game.
Okay. So then the Broncos come back. They, kind of a long pass for that touchdown.
Right.
Right. And then I'm going to go on and I'm going to say that the Josh Allen fumble at the end of the first half is what cost Sean McDermott.
Yep.
Cost him his job right there.
Well, I'm going to say definitely this loss cost him his job. I mean, they came back and they actually were leading 24-23 at one point in time.
Yeah.
So they recovered from that. They got to where they needed to be, and their defense couldn't hold the Broncos. And then,
but just a second, go back to the misery here, really.
The misery of Josh Allen.
Yes. So
hold on, sorry about that.
No, that's all right. When he took off running with that ball, he didn't tuck it away. He was carrying it like he was carrying a loaf of bread. And it wasn't that difficult to knock it out of his hand. So it's on Josh Allen. And then that play, I mean, think about the swing there. The Broncos had just scored a touchdown, so they go up by 7 points, or they go up 17-10. And then with 3 seconds to go in the half, they kick a field goal, and now it's 20-10.
So you're not saying that the typical thing that happens to the Buffalo Bills is the field goal missed, the clank?
Well, yeah, but okay, just a second though. But that wasn't a clank at the end of a game that was going to determine whether or not they won or lost.
So Did you happen to put a picture of the dropped pass in the end zone that cost the Broncos 4 points?
No.
Because Josh Allen's fumble, there was no like, yes, they went down and got a field goal, 3 points. They still came back and got the lead. It was a 3 point turnaround, probably. Well, not probably, for sure. They weren't gonna. I don't know if Buffalo was gonna score. There's no guarantee they were gonna score.
Yeah.
So I believe that the entire loss cost poor Sean McDermott
Yeah.
his
But if
thing.
I was, I'm just saying, if I was going to, and I'm with you. Had they won, obviously he'd still be coaching today.
Well, yeah.
But they lost, and I'm just narrowing it down to going, that's the play right there. That's the one that cost him.
I mean, yeah, but what about the Josh Allen when he ran in for a touchdown and all that? I mean, you're putting McDermott's uh, firing on Josh Allen for fumbling the ball.
Yeah.
I
I'm picking one guy, and I'm going, that's the guy.
All right.
He did it.
All right.
So,
all right.
I'm
all
not.
right. You know what? It certainly could have cost them the game. Let's continue on here. Look at that. See right there, 24-23 on a,
Right. Well, it's 23. The Broncos had kicked a field goal. The Bills came back and scored a touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
And what a great play that was. Because that was, they checked to make sure whether or not he had touched before he hit the ground.
And
he
when
didn't.
they got to 17. Yeah.
Right. And he hadn't.
I mean, they scored 2 touchdowns they scored 2 touchdowns in a row.
Right.
I mean, they got back into this game.
Yes.
Their defense couldn't.
Okay, but just a second. Now it would be 24-20.
But if the field goal kicker hadn't missed the field goal and clanked the pole, it would be 24. It would be 20. They'd have 27-23 or 27-20.
Right.
Right. So blame it on both of them. All right, there you go, both of them.
No, it's Josh Allen.
I'm just saying. I'm telling you, Buffalo needs to get a field goal kicker. And by the way, I think the field goal kicker, he used to kick for the Broncos in that stadium.
Yeah, he did.
But he did hit a big one. Play of the game.
Yep. Okay. The Mims touchdown, and what a great throw and what a great catch that was.
That was unbelievable throw. That whole play was really good.
Yeah, just how he caught that over his shoulder, and Bo Nix just dropped it in a bucket. I mean, it was beautiful. It was perfect. But the play of the game was, and I don't remember who the receiver was for the Buffalo Bills. He and that cornerback from Denver wrestled for the ball. The guy from Buffalo had it. When they rolled out of this, the guy from Denver pulled the ball out, and they said, no, Denver ball, going back the other direction.
Why did they say no Denver ball? Do you know the rule?
They were both, as if the offensive guy has the ball and he hits the ground, that's the end of the play.
Absolutely.
It's over.
So it's not simultaneous not simultaneous catch, right? So in a simultaneous catch, it's offense wins. So what happened was the guy bobbled the ball a little bit. He didn't have full contact, he didn't complete the catch. So then it was an open ball, and the guy rolled over the top of it and basically ripped it out of his hands.
Right. And
that was the call of the game, because if that call had gone the other way, like, no, this is a catch, it wouldn't have been able to be overruled either.
Mm-hmm.
So the referees called it and called it correctly, by the way, because he did bobble the ball. But the zebras, as they like to call them, that was a very crucial call.
Yeah.
If it had gone the other way, like, no, we believe he caught it, and then they didn't have substantial evidence to say overturn it, it would have been a catch.
Mm-hmm. And Sean McDermott has his job today.
Well, I don't know if they would have won, but they might have.
Yeah.
This play, absolutely. So do you understand this play? They needed to move the ball 3 yards to the side. To the side.
Yeah.
And Bo Nix breaks his ankle on this dumb play. Yep. To put it in the middle of the field, and I didn't get to see exactly how he did it, But I saw him limping off after this play, and I'm like, oh, he's hurt.
I don't think anybody thought, oh, he broke his ankle. It was probably like, well, somebody stepped on his foot
Yeah.
or something. But
But this is to get the ball in the middle of the field for a right-footed kicker from the left hash mark, which is where he probably wants it anyway, from the freaking 10-yard line.
yeah,
I gotta venture to guess that play will not be called again, just to get the ball in the middle of the field for anybody.
it'll be it, it'll be called again, and it'll be called for Bo Nix again. It
I
just
don't know,
is.
man. Bo Nix be
It's
like, "Nah,
just
I'm out, man. I'm
it's
coach.
just
Coach,
unfortunate.
I'm not doing it." But oh my gosh, what a bummer for Bo Nix and
Yeah,
and the Broncos, because now they're home dogs against the Patriots.
yeah.
I felt horrible about it. Oh, wait a second. Greg's pick and Brian's pick. Okay,
We both picked the Broncos.
the game of the week right here.
Oh
This
my
is the game of the
God.
weekend right here, right?
Okay, so
For us SoCal people, it is. But
well,
here you go.
California.
Ooh,
Yeah, 0-0. That was it. Okay,
I mean, that was it.
yeah, pretty much. Well, but I mean, I would like to have seen the pictures again, but that's all
Oh,
right.
that's all right. There you go.
Yeah, so that was 0-0 for about 3 seconds, and that was the game.
Because what happened on the first? Not even the first play of the game.
Yeah.
Did you see the kicker? Did you see what he tried
Yes,
to do?
I got the picture in there.
No, but does it show him trying to trip him?
Yes, that's what the
Oh,
next
the next
picture
picture
is.
is?
Yes,
I didn't see the next picture. Sorry. Hold on a second.
just
No.
yeah,
Oh, right there.
desperation attempt. The kicker.
You know what? That's a soccer player right there trying to trip the guy in a soccer tackle.
Yeah, he tried to.
And then if he had a trip with if it was a soccer game, the other guy would have gone down, raised his hands up, and cried, "I'm out of the game." I cried and So,
but
oh
no,
my goodness.
and that was it. And think about this: when they kicked the field goal and went up 7-0, the game was over.
The field, we mean the extra point.
Whatever. Yeah, the extra point. The game was over.
We got to get it right for our people out there, Brian.
Yes,
right?
I know.
Okay, because people are really looking at this, going, wondering what's going on. Like they are listening to our video. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, let's get on with
the next game here. Okay, so, and I thought, and this was me, I thought I had picked the Patriots. Turns out I was wrong. I went back and watched the video and went, oh no, I picked the Texans.
To tell you the truth, I thought you did as well.
I didn't. I picked the Texans. And just because I thought the Texans defense, Drake May, second year, I just didn't think he would pull it out. Well, he did.
No, I mean he played well.
Yeah.
Patriots.
Okay, well.
Did you want to see that picture?
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
Well, I didn't put him in there so he could go flip through them real fast.
I thought we did. Sorry about that.
No.
There you go.
Okay, so the Patriots' first touchdown was a pass play. Or was that a running play? I can't remember. It was one of those two things.
Was it either a pass or a run, or could have been a kickoff for a return, a block punt?
It wasn't a kickoff or a return. It wasn't a block punt, but it was a play, and he ran it in.
They rammed it in there.
They rammed it in. And then that touchdown for the Texans was a good play. He threw that ball where only his guy was going to catch it. Kind of like in the Broncos game where Bo Nix dropped that one in the corner. He did the same exact thing for his receiver on that touchdown.
Now that would have been cool to see Bo Nix in this game against
Drake May. Yeah.
Two young talents.
But
oh well. Maybe a miracle happened.
Okay. And then so you've got the Patriots got the pick six.
Yeah, that was, oh my goodness. That was the game turner right there as far as I was concerned. I mean, look, they were down 7-10, 14 Texans, that was the game turner right there.
Well,
I think.
As good as the Texans defense is, I mean, let's face it, the Patriots defense was better. And the Texans had the Patriots doing nothing. And then that pick six rolls around and all of a sudden the Patriots are up. Then the next pass play to Diggs,
Hmm.
that next touchdown to Diggs. Now they're up 21-10.
Yeah,
Um,
that's.
they, for whatever reason, they did not do what they're supposed to do.
I mean, I want to say that C.J. Stroud did not play a great game. I think he had 3 turnovers.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, he just didn't play the game he should have played. I was expecting him to play but
Well,
he'll be back. They'll be back. The Texans are too good not to be back in this situation next year.
but he turned the ball over how many?
I want to say 3.
Well, yeah, but I mean, prior to that, he turned it over like 3 other times in another game.
Yeah,
So
sometimes
I
he plays
mean,
pretty lackadaisical.
he he gave up a number of turnovers.
Yeah. The catch of yeah, that might have been the catch of the weekend.
Yeah,
I think the play of the weekend was the defensive play coming up with the ball. But I think this might have been the offensive catch of the weekend right
that
here.
was yeah. I mean,
In the
just
snow, baby.
the fact he stuck his hand out there, one hand, just brought it in, brought it down with his. That was really spectacular.
So the crazy thing is in our day, Brian, they used to put stick 'em on Fred Biletnikoff, right? And
Hmm.
he's like try to throw the ball, it would be like stick to your hand.
Yeah.
Now they use these gloves that are basically the same thing, and I mean,
Sorry.
you got college guys that are doing this, one
Yeah.
arm in it. It's like catching a Nerf ball or something like that.
Well, but they also practice it.
They do.
They practice with that catching the ball with one hand,
Hmm.
catching the ball with one hand.
Yeah,
So it becomes second nature.
it's becoming very normalized.
Yeah.
That's a bummer because they're spectacular catches.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't matter. I mean,
It just becomes normalized.
yeah.
Well, wait a
So
second.
we both lost.
No.
We both picked the Texans
Then why do you have me at?
because you lost this one.
Thought you had me at 4-4 on the 4.
No, just trust my judgment, man.
I'm
I'm keeping track. I watched the video. I know what you are. Okay. And then we got the Rams and the Bears. The Bears. And just
look at
oh
that
my
field.
God. I know. Just how you here I found out something, and probably everybody else on the planet knows it except for maybe you and I. The Soldier Field is heated.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's got 20 miles of hot water running underneath
Oh
it.
yeah. I knew that.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But still holding snow though.
I know, but it's not the frozen tundra.
Well, it's not Green Bay.
Right. I mean it's so it
They have to protect their players. That hurts when you fall on ice, dude.
well, yeah,
It's football, right?
right.
I know. I rewatched this play, and I have a comment about this play. Okay, I rewatched this play. Okay, and my comment is not about the players.
Okay.
Oops, I went too far. I thought I was gonna. My comment is about how much I really don't like Chris Collinsworth as a broadcaster.
Okay.
He always says stuff like, his comment on this: there's only like 2 or 3 quarterbacks in the NFL that can make that throw.
No, there's 27.
They all can.
Yeah, they all can.
And he'll say stuff about Kelsey. Nobody does it like Kelsey. Nobody does this. He always falls for it. It's like, dude, I believe you have an Emmy, all right? You've been doing it for a long time, but I want to pull a Chris Collinsworth. You always say that. Come on, man.
I would, I mean, like a lot of people, I mean, here it's the end of the game, and watching him run for his life. I mean, he's nearly at the 40. I think they had the ball at like the 15. So, I mean, he ran backwards 20 yards at least and just launched that ball into the corner, and Komet was there.
I got to believe, look at how far forward the Rams guy is going forward. I have to believe there was a push off there. I didn't see it, but I got to believe there was a push off there.
There wasn't. And because they were watching that for that specifically.
Right there looking at it, right? Yeah.
They were watching that specifically. And what happened was the two of them were kind of tangled up together, and they both just released. There was no push. And the tight end ran back. He stopped. He stopped moving. and they threw the ball to him, and boom.
The Bears are good. The Rams were better.
Yeah, they were. And then that's the catch.
To lay
Williams,
yourself out on that field, knowing this is going to hurt a lot, is
yeah, but you're doing it for the team.
You're right.
And then it didn't take that long for them to drive. I mean, look at where he's catching that ball, though. It's down about the 20-yard line.
It is, yeah.
And
it is the 20-yard line.
If it just, there was a miscommunication there between quarterback and wide receiver, because there's no way that he should have been, the defensive player should have been that open to catch the ball. They both should have been fighting for it.
You're kind of confusing me because you said the defensive player should have been that
Well,
open.
I threw the air.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Okay.
Why is that offensive player not fighting for that ball?
Right.
That's my point.
Oh,
is that the offensive player should be there trying to knock that
there was
ball out.
definitely communication.
And he's not there. I mean, he's all, this curl is
it's
there
like he
all by
threw
himself.
it to him.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, that's what happens when you run. I got to read what I think he's doing. You got to have quarterback, wide receiver communication. Let's see what we got going on here.
Okay, so I picked the Bears. You picked the Rams. And
I just was betting on Matthew Stafford.
I didn't think that. I was going with cold, rain and snow, miserable weather. They looked good in their last game. They got a pretty good defense. I figured that.
I mean, it wasn't like they scored a ton of points, right?
That's true.
It came down.
It
came down to overtime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So last week, there you go. And so I thought I'd pick the Patriots. I thought I did.
I thought you did too, Brian.
Yeah, I did.
I thought we were both on. I thought we both picked the same 4 teams.
No.
But then I thought I picked the Patriots too. So.
No, I didn't.
Okay, so this week.
All right. Well, which one do you want to talk about first?
We'll talk about the Rams and the Seahawks.
Okay. The Seahawks are going to win.
Ah, man, I don't know.
They're too good. They just are.
You realize that both times they played,
okay,
the difference in score was 1 point.
And how many points does it take to win a game?
And I believe the Rams had scored 1 more point than the Seahawks did in those 2 games. I believe the Rams won by 2 and the Seahawks won by 1.
Okay. And
I could be wrong about that.
So this is a rubber match.
This is the rubber match. So luckily it's not the third time someone has won 2, because it's hard to win three in 2 games.
It's hard to beat them twice, but
hard,
somebody's going to win
it's
twice.
Always 3.
Okay. But I'm going with Seattle. And that's based on just from what I've seen about their defense, what I've seen them on offense. I mean, they have the receiver with the most receiving yards in the NFL, Njigga Smith. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Has the most receiving yards in the NFL this year.
Mm-hmm.
They've got great running backs. They're 2 running backs. They rotate in and they keep them fresh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, on offense, and then on defense, they're really good. They're going to win.
Yeah, the Rams won by 2 at home, 21-19. The Seahawks won by 1 at home, 38-37.
Okay.
So, they only have to score 1 more point, and they got that point.
But the Rams won at home and the Seahawks won at home.
Yeah, they're true. But Seattle. They won on a last second. It was, as a matter of fact, there was some big controversy in that game, which we could go over.
Well, I don't know anything about it, so you could go over it all you want.
I'd have to find it all. My son had texted me, but there was some big controversy in that game. But I like the home team in these games, so I'm going to go with the Seahawks as well.
Okay.
All right. So then we're going to go with the Broncos and the Patriots and Broncos.
Yeah, and the Patriots are going to win.
Yeah, it's sad.
I know. Even though Denver's got. I mean,
it's at Denver. I think what you need for Denver to win is a snowstorm, and it to be like, hey, we're going to play in 8 weeks.
Yeah.
No, I think if they were to keep this score low, like and that their starting quarterback didn't have to win the game for them. Their defense, because their
Right.
defense is good. Their defense is
Yes.
the second best defense in the NFL.
Yes.
Okay, Sean Payton can come up with some miracle stuff.
Right.
He didn't have the best quarterback in the NFL with Drew Brees. You know, when he won the Super Bowl.
Well, okay, but just a second. It was Drew Brees. Drew Brees knew what he was doing.
Right, no
Okay,
doubt.
Jared Stidham
He's
is
played 4 games. Let's go. All right,
he's not Drew Brees.
but neither is Bo Nix.
You're right. And I just yeah, I hope he does well. I want him to rep I want Jared Stidham to that is his name, right? Jared Stidham.
Something like that, yeah.
Okay. I want him to represent himself well. I hope he does a really, really good job. I just don't think that I just don't think that he's got the ability to do it.
Hey, 5208. You know what that is, right?
No.
Mile High Stadium, man, that gets everybody. 5208, all right? They have it on their helmets.
They will be ready.
I think the Patriots are going to win this because Bo Nix is not playing, and that's hard to recover from in a week.
Yeah.
They obviously practiced. They're ready for it if Bo Nix is knocked out. And like Sean Payton said, he's ready to go. But the snow's not going to upset the Patriots. The altitude's not going to, I think.
Is it supposed to snow?
If it does. I'm hoping for a blizzard is what I'm hoping for. Because I picked the Broncos to go to the Super Bowl. Yeah, I'm going to pick the Patriots.
All right.
I hate going against the home team. And I'm to tell you the truth, I do hope the Broncos win.
I'm you know what I'm thinking Seattle, New England,
repeat,
and then we'll find out after that. But I'm thinking Seattle and New England in the Super Bowl. Hey, if you enjoyed watching the video, please give us a thumbs up, and if you subscribe to the channel, we'd appreciate that very much. And we certainly hope that you will. Greg, any final words?
The only thing I can say is I'm looking forward to the games only because I like football. But I'm super duper bummed.
Yeah. I can see that.
That we're gonna not see Bo Nix, which is kind of a bummer. But there you go. That's us.
Yep.
All right. Thank you all. Have a great night, great day whenever you're watching this. But once again, if you like our channel, give us a comment and let us know what you think about what we're talking about.